tables, and bench.
All right, you guys, we're all familiar with yoga, but this is something LDS Hospital is now doing. It's restorative yoga for cancer survivors. And I'm here with Bill Held, who's a certified yoga instructor, and you're doing this now at LDS Hospital. Tell me about this program.
Sure, wonderful. This is actually a program designed for not only just cancer survivors and patients and family and caregivers, but also really anyone who has a chronic disease. So the main thing that we're trying to do is provide a class for the community that's free. And a lot of times it's hard for people to get to a yoga class, especially financially. So this is an opportunity to provide a class for cancer survivors, and like I said, really for anybody who has a chronic disease.
That's so amazing.
Yep.
My question is, what is restorative yoga?
Wonderful question. So restorative yoga is basically an opportunity to maybe work on your breath work. I like to do in my restorative yoga class, we do like a foot massage, and we also do like some eye exercises. So it's not really a super physical.
Eye exercises?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
So it's a wonderful opportunity to look at some other options for yoga besides just the very physical part of yoga.
And there's some huge benefits in this, right?
Absolutely. One of the most important things is just your breath work in yoga. And we use our breath work to really relax our muscles. And through the muscles, we're also trying to relax our brain. So there's kind of a combination here through the breath work, the muscles, and then the brain. And a lot of it is just trying to reduce the stress in our lives, which we all have a little bit of stress.
We all have.
Yes.
So who can attend these? It's open to anyone?
This is a wonderful opportunity for really anybody who's been impacted with a chronic disease. So not just for cancer, even though it's kind of geared more towards cancer patients, but really anyone who wants to come, and especially we have a lot of people who've never been to a yoga class before. So it depends on who's at the class. We really cater it to the people that are coming through the door.
Well, and for you guys to do it for free, I mean, that's the perfect opportunity to go try it out.
Well, and that's just it. Like I said, we try to make it so it's not super physical, but at the same time, you're getting an opportunity to be aware of your body, especially the breath. Therapeutically, the breath is so important for healing, and that's the way we approach it here at Restorative Yoga.
I want to do, do you have some breath techniques?
Absolutely. One of the things I like to do in my class is I call it a 4-part breathing. So it reminds you of almost a square.
Okay.
And we use this one to just kind of really relax our bodies and just also kind of release some of the tension that we've associated with throughout the day. Okay. So one of the things that we'll do is I like to make a little square.
Like in your mind?
Right. So we'll start at the bottom, and what we're going to do is inhale to a 3 count. So we'll start out by just exhaling, so letting out the breath, and then you inhale for a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3, and then you hold your breath at the top. 1, 2, 3, and then you release your breath. 1, 2, 3, and then hold it at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then you inhale again for 1, 2, 3.
Got it.
Holding it at the top. 1, 2, 3. Releasing your breath. 1, 2, 3, and then holding it again at the bottom.
Okay, so how is holding your breath for 3? Like, how does that? Tell me how this whole breathing thing is benefiting us.
Sure. The most important thing is we're just trying to relax the body. Okay. And so with yoga, a lot of times what we'll do is target our breath. It's a very therapeutic breath. And so we target the breath into areas of the body that are tight. So when we're breathing through the little square, what we're trying to do is get our mind to relax. Okay. So this is a wonderful exercise if you have issues at night and you just can't get to sleep. And a lot of times in our mind, there's that little kind of whirlwind that kind of goes round and round and round, and we keep thinking about the same thing over and over again, even though we know we need to let this go. Right. Well, this is a wonderful opportunity to be able to let that go, just through your breath and relaxing.
So it's basically meditation.
It really is, and that's one of the most important things about yoga is that there's a huge part of meditation where you're just letting things go. All the emails, all the little things that, you know, the meetings of the day, the grocery lists of the day. And that's what we're trying to do is just trying to let people, give them an opportunity to let things go and try and relax.
How long have you been a yogi?
You know, I started about 5-6 years ago, and it was an opportunity for my wife and I to practice together and do something. She was diagnosed with cancer. And so it's kind of a very special thing in my own heart that this is something that everyone can do, and there's lots of benefits for both parties.
What kind of cancer?
Now, she had adenocarcinoma. She was up at Huntsman. She did pass away from the cancer.
I'm so sorry.
But it was a wonderful opportunity for me to experience yoga, and my life has really made a drastic change from that point.
Phil, that's amazing. And so awesome that you're doing this now, offering this to people at LDS Hospital. You guys can go and check this out Tuesdays, 6:30 to 7:30. Bill, thank you.
Thank you very much for having me today.
I'm going to just be working on my breathing and clearing my mind.